60-yard touchdown pass. Seahawks fell for the play fake.
Well, they said there was a lot of changes on defense. I don't think that's one of the ones they wanted to include. Secondary got suckered up, pulled up.
Percentage went down last year. It'll go up this year if he stays healthy. Pump fake on second down. Wide open is Joey Galloway. Galloway with his first regular season catch. Fumbles it away. Brian Washington inside the 10, bringing it back. Galloway gets up, can't make the tackle. Now Chris Warren finally brings Washington down at the Kansas City 10. So there's excitement and disappointment as the star rookie Galloway makes his presence felt and then gives the ball away. Eugene Robinson, all in all, it was $5,000 that went to Seattle Charity as a result of the hot dog. On first down, Bono looks deep, trying to get Davis again, and this time Davis goes up and makes a play in front of Robert Blackman and has another Kansas City touchdown.
You got to put that one strictly on Willie Davis. He was running down the field, striding.
Two axe handles wide. They love him against the running game. Blitz. Meyer for the moment gets away and then is pulled down by William White, who was coming from his free safety position.
Well, you know, they've got James Atkins working over new at the left tackle for the Seattle Seahawks. He's been having really doing a pretty good move. I've got to take control of this matchup.
Third down, 22. Another blitz, and Meyer is busted by Thomas and Phillips. Back close to his own 40, and Derek Thomas begins the chop.
That's one of the things that really can open up the team to bigger plays from other people.
Meyer wants plays, and it's picked off by Hasty. Washington got the first piece of it. Now here comes Hasty back across the 40, and chasing him from behind and pulling him down is number 88, Ricky Prohl. So Prohl makes the saving tackle as Hasty gets it across the 50 to the 48. The crowd
points compared to the Seahawks.
17-yard Bono to Slaughter pass, a very big play. Slaughter getting out of bounds to stop the clock, making it possible for this 49-yard Elliott field goal, which on the last play of the first half stretches the Kansas City lead over Seattle to 20-3. So the Chiefs lead the Seahawks 20-3. We'll be back. Stats don't necessarily reflect the 20-3 score by which Kansas City leads over Seattle. And Tamarick Vanover takes Todd Peterson's kick, gets it across the 20, across the 30, and Vanover's got a lot of room. And he gets past Peterson and will go all the way. Tamarick Vanover, first-year player from Florida State, left Florida State early. Was seen by some to have made a big mistake. Now he's finally in the NFL and he makes his presence felt.
What a way to start the first half. You know, that's Wannstedt went there and Jimmy Johnson in Dallas. But when you have success, you have emulators.
He's in vogue around the league right now. Full blitz. Lots of room for Willie Davis to get downfield. Bono gets the football to him. Davis has his third long catch of the day working against Carlton Gray. In the first half, 2 yards to go for the Chiefs. 6:26 to go in the third. Bono throws complete to Lake Dawson, and Dawson has a touchdown. Local boy makes good. 16-yard TD pass. Third of the game for Bono. This time goes to Lake Dawson of nearby Federal Way, Washington. And Dennis Erickson is gravely disappointed at his first game as a professional head coach, but Marty Schottenheimer has a 6th consecutive season opening victory as head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs.
And he's got to be happy because a lot of people picked them preseason as being losing Joe and kind of fading a little bit in the division, but this is a good indication to these guys that perhaps they have some things going for them this year.
Erickson will wait at least another week for his first win as a professional head coach. For Schottenheimer, he's used to winning, and he did it again. 34-10 Chiefs. We'll be back in a moment.
They got 5 yards, 2nd and 5. Hampton again. Bounced off a couple. Surge for a couple. Fumble, and the Chiefs may have it, but there's a flag on the play. Hampton is not a fumbler.
I think the ball came out when he was fighting for that extra yardage.
13. 3 wide receiver package. All 3 of them to the left. Brown rolls left. Look out. Darren Mickle. Brown didn't see him coming.
Well, that was an organized big load to block and not a very tall one.
That's a big package. No flag. Brown lost the ball. Recovered by the Chiefs' George Jameson. And Kansas City will have it in great shape.
And it's Derek. Marcus Allen's the guy.
He's the deep back. 2 tight ends. Touchdown, Marcus Allen in Kansas City.
They cannot afford to allow a first down. The Giants need a first down here.
Brown. Cut down. Flag on the play.
That's why great players make big plays when you need them.
This against 52 left to play. 4th and 7. And the Chiefs out of timeouts. Bono back to throw. The struggle. He might have the first down.
I think he has the first down, and he had the first down when he caught the ball, and he didn't lose it. Marty Schottenheimer saying, get him huddled up, and just...
left on the scoreboard clock. The Chiefs first and goal. Bono to throw. Flag on the play. Flag came flying in just as the ball went by to Hughes. Must have been against the Giants. Touchdown is signaled, and Elliott will try to tie it.
And Marty Schottenheimer didn't. They just gave up a lot by the penalty situation and got themselves in a hole, and they couldn't get any first down.
On the field goal, 23 yards away, and Elliott's good. The Kansas City Chiefs improved their record to 2-0 with an overtime victory over Dan Reeves' Giants, 20-17. The final in overtime. Big Keith Hamilton, who had a long...
Before Terry Samuels in the game, he's 6'2", 260. A running back. He's Kentucky. Wing back to the right. He leads the blocking, and he didn't get there. The Chiefs shut it down. A 4th down try, and Kansas City's defense holds. So the Cardinals, with a 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line, try the Chiefs defense with 4 straight runs. Close. Bono was intercepted in the end zone. Cardinals were even closer, and they couldn't get it in as the Chiefs go to the run. It's a reverse by Steve Bono, who's running away from the entire field. Nobody saw. This is unbelievable. Holy. A most remarkable development as Steve Bono play fake. The entire Cardinal team bought it. Everybody in the stadium did, including the announcers. And off to the races for a touchdown was 7-0 Kansas City lead, 2nd quarter. David Craig, the former Chief, he led them to the playoffs in the '92 season. Drops to throw for the Cardinals. They get him again. So the Chiefs, who haven't had a lot of sacks this year, start to pile them up early in this game. Derek Thomas is now...
All right.
I'm telling you, without people on the edge of their seats, here's a problem as the ball scoops through the legs of the punt returner, Marcus Dowdell. If it touched him, it's a live ball, and apparently that is the ruling. Marcus Dowdell watched it after it went through his legs rather than pursue the ball. And Kansas City's Mark Minuski gets down on the ball. Now they're protesting vehemently. Minuski is down. He was shaken up after He got the ball. A tremendous special teams player out of Colgate University. Marcus is getting the ball. Second and goal. It's Marcus. They fake to him, an easy throw, and Joe Valerio has his first NFL touchdown. The big offensive tackle from the University of Pennsylvania called in to play some tight end today because of injuries. Keith Cash is out. Slips out on Kansas City Chiefs in the first quarter. 4 tries inside the Chiefs' 5-yard line. 4 running plays, the last from inches away, and the Chiefs threw everyone back. Now, Craig is in trouble, and he's sacked all the way back at the 5-yard line. Derek Thomas just blowing by the tight end that's trying to block him.
53 yards wide. He goes about 40 yards and gains about 5.
Bono hands up. Marcus Allen breaks it. And he's all the way out to the 35-yard line. A 24-yard gain on the play for Marcus Allen. And a first. There's still blood on the back of Marcus's neck. Bono, timing throw, looks at his man, and he's got him for a touchdown. A brilliant catch as Lake Dawson goes up and comes down with the ball. His 3rd touchdown catch of the year. Beating Patrick Hunter, a beautifully timed throw by the quarterback, Steve Tag. It's prehistoric football, but it works, and that's all you need to win the game. Well done by the Kansas City Chiefs. They played superb football on both sides of the ball, and they now go to a 4-1 record with a 24-3 victory today. Marty Schottenheimer, a happy guy going off the field. That'll do it.
5, 6 defensive backs for the Chargers. One setback is Anders to throw. Bono 5-step drop. Looks left. Turns right. Fires downfield. Anders makes a catch at the 20. Right sideline 10. Inside the 10. Down to the 7-yard line. He burns Junior Seau out. Kimball Anders, his 27th catch of the year. It's a 28-yard gain. Kansas City first and goal. What a terrific play by Steve Bono. Did you see him fire? Right. In motion near side Anders on 3rd and 6. Chargers blitzing. They read the blitz, rolling to the right side away from the blitz is Bono. Sets up, he's throwing long for Webster Slaughter. He holds it into 20 and Castle 19-yard line. Eric Castle made the hit, but it's a long pass play for Kansas City at 38 yards. Great lead at the blitz by Bono and a great pass. They had the right play called. He bought time because not only the blitz was coming from him. 23 left to go in the half. The drive for Kansas City, 13 plays, 63 yards. Lynn Elliott, 28-yard field goal. Coleman has it at the 10. He's at the 20, trying to get outside. Anthony Davis, fumble! Kansas City's got it! Mark Davis jumps on the football. Coleman fumbled here last year. He fumbles tonight. A big hit by Anthony Davis. And Kansas City has the first turnover tonight. That's exactly what they needed to get this thing turned around because San Diego had the ball twice. They scored a field goal and a touchdown. I'm talking about field position and how important it is. 37-yard line. High formation. Richardson is the fullback. In a wing left is Andrews. Comes in motion right. Marcus Allen. Now they take it to him. They throw an inside. Every touchdown Kansas City. Up in Marcus Allen the decoy. And Kimball Anders has the touchdown. As Andrews strikes the ball of the end zone. Great play fake. Kansas City touchdown. What a call. Great call. Great call. Everybody, including the San Diego Charger defense, thought that Marcus was going to be running that football. Good play action fake by Bono, and for the ball better today. Motion to the left side. Bono wants to throw it after play action fake. Throws it down the left sideline. He's got a man. Reaching out. Webster Slaughter drives and makes a catch at the Charger 45-yard line. He called timeout. He did call timeout. 36-yard pass play. He did call timeout. Timeout called by the Chiefs. They have 2 remaining. 1:25 left to go. Is the H-back. A tight end lined up as a fullback on first down. At the Chief 41, Humphreys up play action. Pumps twice. Throws right. Has a man open. Martin at the 25. Peels the right 20. 15 has a block. Fumble. Pete Hammond at the 11. Pete has the football at the 11-yard line. It looks like Tracy Simeon has the football for Kansas City. Change to the Seattle game as the Chiefs force the fumble. Second turnover of the game for the Chargers. Change to the Seattle game of the Chiefs. He will try a 50-yard field goal if indeed he tries the field goal. Louis Aguiar will hold. The snap is down. The kick is up by Lynn Elliott. A spinning kick. And the kick is good. He got it. Lynn Elliott, his longest field goal as the Kansas City Chiefs. 50 yards. And the Chiefs lead by 3. 12-19 left in the game. Closer to 21, the Chiefs. 79 yards away from trying to tie the game. Bono deep off this time. Throws down the center of the field. Left Dawson with the catch at the 45. Still on his feet and takes 3 charges looking to the 48-yard line. They got to get up, get set, and ground the ball or whatever they want to do. Orlando Harrison. Slaughter, Davis on the left side. To the right side. Blake Dawson. Bono takes the snap, retreats into the pocket, sets it, goes in the middle. Touchdown! Touchdown! Derek Walker holds it in. 18-yard pass play for Derek Walker. And the Chiefs get a touchdown with 15 seconds left to go in the game. More Monday Night Magic from Kansas City. It doesn't get any better than this. Sure does not get any better. You saw the quick release for Kansas City. One left. The throw Gilbert. Here comes the rush. He's hit. He's sacked at the 50-yard line. Derek Thomas came back into the game. Second sack of the game for Kansas City. But none bigger than that one. Harrison Smith. Smith is there. Sally Anu is there. Martin Bayless is also coming from a linebacker position. They have 3:09 left to go in overtime. 23-23 ties. 6 QBs in there for the Chiefs. In motion, Harmon left slot to right slot. Gilbert to throw. Sets up, has time. Now the protection breaks down. He throws late. The pass is broken up. Dale Turner jumps on top of the back. A block standing up, get loose. Are they going to save? I don't know. They're going to throw it down at the 39. Third sack. This time it was Neil Smith. The third sack, second for Neil Smith. Tonight, the big Australian rules kicker, Darren Bennett, moves this kick. It'll be taken by Vanover at the 15. He's in trouble. Sheds one tackle, trying to get to the outside. Vanover cut it. 25 to the 30-yard line. Vanover takes the tackle. 45. Vanover moves to the 30, 20, 15. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. 86 yards. 86 yards. And a perfect run right now. Kansas City, 4 yards. 4 yards. 86 yards for a Kansas City touchdown.
Since the fullback, Marcus Allen is the tailback in an offset eye. Tight end right, Keith Cash, after missing the last 2 games because of injury. Lead play Allen, now cuts back against the pursuit, 45-yard line, to the 50 angles from the inside line, 40. Cuts back to the 35 and pushed it around there. And now Marcus Allen has just passed Otis Anderson for 8th place on the all.
On 6 attempts, 4 first downs.
Double tight ends and a wing right. Actually, 3 tight ends. It's Valero in there now. Play fake by Bono, rolling to the right side. He's going to tuck it. He's going to run it. He's going to score as he sprints inside the far right pylon. Will Shields with a great lead block. Steve Bono, that running quarterback for touchdowns. His second rush for a TD this year.
Good decision. He had Derek Walker in the corner of the end zone, but he was well covered, so he just legged it in there. Nobody was going to touch him. Also, Ricky Sigler was out there to provide a block, making sure no one got to his quarterback. So they accomplished what they needed to do on that drive, and that's get a football at the 4-yard line.
Will Moore in motion toward Bledsoe. Back to throw, looking left all the way. Here comes the rush. McDaniels sacks him. Callum McDaniels sacks through Bledsoe at the 11-yard line. And the third-year Beaver at Oregon State comes up with a huge play.
Bledsoe was telegraphing that all the way, looking to his left side, and the 2 guys he had over there was Meggett.
6:57 left to go in the half. 10-10 tie. The Chiefs with a big third down here. 3rd and 9 from their own 43. Dawson in motion to the near sideline. The throw, Bono looking to the right side. Sliding catch made at the 40 by Willie Davis. Now he gets up. He was never touched. He's down to the 30, 25, down to the 23-yard line. Alert catch, and then a run by Willie Davis. 34 yards. Sliding catch, and no Patriot touched him. So he alertly got on his feet and sprinted forward.
Down and widen that gap.
3rd and 5 at the Patriot 18, 10-10 tie. Bono takes the snap, back into the pocket quickly, sets up, fires for the end zone. Davis is there! Touchdown in Kansas City! Willie Davis, his fourth touchdown catch of the season, burning Ricky Reynolds. 18-yard touchdown for the Kansas City Chiefs.
They caught him in a blitz, meaning man-to-man coverage, and I said the passing game is there. Even though it isn't working, it is there. Keep working on it. That time they guessed right with just a little old quick post move by Willie Davis down there. It was man-to-man coverage, no help on the inside for that cornerback, and Bono that time threw an excellent.
He's lined up there with Vincent Brisby. He's been shut out today thus far. The throw. Bledsoe. Here comes the rush from the outside. He's sacked. Loose football. Joe Phillips has it. Joe Phillips has it at the 28-yard line. Sally Moore flicked it loose. Kansas City's got their first turnover of the day.
I said Sally Moore is playing great. Is he not? He's doing everything.
In left side. Two receivers to the right side. Two backs in the formation. Play action fake by Bono. Sets up. Looks over the middle. Throwing for the end zone. Vanover's got it. Touchdown. Kansas City Chiefs. Tamarick Vanover this time gets a touchdown via reception. And again he scorches Ricky Reynolds.
And Ricky Reynolds is looking around saying, hey, what's going on here? Whose man was that? And they're saying, it was your man. And that's what I said. You can beat these guys throwing the football. You have to be patient. The line is doing an outstanding job of pass protecting for Steve Bono, and they are down there. There are openings down there. They took advantage of the fumble recovery, not only getting points, but they got a touchdown.
How about the catch by Bill of New England? Cash tied into the right side. Six defensive backs in for the Patriots. Expect a blitz here again. Three wide receivers. Here comes the blitz. Bono in trouble. Going to the right side. Holding. Now he throws late. The press is caught by Ray Johnson at the 15-yard line. Steve Bono shows some courage. He hung on to the football to the last pop. Field goal and 2 touchdowns. Second down and 4 at the Patriot 9. 6:50 left to go in the game. Hand off Greg Hill. Right to the right side. Hill touchdown. Greg Hill, a quick burst of speed, and Greg Hill has his first touchdown of the season and his second career touchdown, a 9-yard burst and a big hole in the right side.
And who was there in the right side? Will Shields. I just got through telling you he pulled to the left, made a good block for Hill. That time straight ahead blocking, knocked his guy all the way and stepped right into the end zone. He went in the end zone before I think he got touched.
Some Bledsoe under center. One back Meggett. Tight end right Coates. 1:41 left to go in the game. 31-26. Bledsoe out of his own end zone. Intercepted Dale Carter at the 22. Carter 15-10. Carter ankle tackle from behind at the 5. Shut the door. Close the deal. Kansas City with a huge defensive play. Second turnover of the game. Vincent Brisby tackled Dale Carter from behind. And a flag was thrown at the end of the play. Brisby was Bono under center, under Tim Grunhart. Puts Cash in motion. I formation, handoff Richardson, the fullback. Into the center of the line, nailed there. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, the clock ticks down, the game is over. Kansas City is 6-1 for the first time since Leonard Dawson led them to the Super Bowl championship in 1969. The final score, Kansas City 31, New England 26. You're listening to Chiefs football.
Shop Price Chopper, the #1 grocer in Kansas City.
In the shotgun set, Tyrion Wright, the dangerous Shannon Sharp, out of the shotgun. And to throw John Elway all kinds of time, throwing it down the near sideline. Pass is intercepted by Dale Carter. Intercepted at the 12-yard line. And still Elway had all kinds of time. But a pass poorly thrown by Elway. Second interception of the year for Dale Carter. Go light the fuse again. Another short kick. Vanover's going to take it at the 15. He's at the 20, 25, 30, 35. Vanover at the 40. Up the left sideline, 50, 45, 40. Elam bumps him out of bounds. Tamarick Vanover down to the Denver 33-yard line.
Shows the faith Marty has in that return team.
Cash is back in the game. They line up two tight ends on the right side. Play action fake Bono. Rolling to the right side. He's going to tuck the football and run it. Touchdown! Kansas City. Steve Bono with a John Elway impersonation. Runs it into the end zone. His second rushing touchdown of the season.
So now he has the longest touchdown run and the shortest one.
Touchdown.
76 yards, and that was about a half yard. Good this
way. Three wide receivers for the Chiefs. Tight end right Walker means there's only one setback to the left of Bono on 3rd and 9 from his own 20. Lofting a long bomb, but Bono bombed up the left side. Vanover reaches up and grabs it up the left sideline. 30. Ankle tackle at the 23-yard line. Tamarick Vanover with some Rookie of the Year plays for Kansas City. 55-yard pass just took it away from the Denver defender.
That shows you.
Denver 3 of 6 on third down conversions. Third one, fumble by Elway. Chiefs have it. Chiefs have it at the 31. Tracy Simeon recovers for the Kansas City Chiefs on a quarterback sneak.
He tried to trick him because he got up to the line, went on a quick count to get that quarterback sneak. He did everything except hold on to the football. He had the football out in front of him. It got
to the left side on second down and 9 at the 15 for the Chiefs. Threatening at the Bronco 15. Bono slings one. Touchdown over the middle. Over the middle to Lake Dawson for a touchdown. Kansas City with a 15-yard strike and Bono firing a bullet into the waiting arm.
He threw it that bullet because if you're looking at number 34, Braxton down there, he threw it so quickly he couldn't react. That was his error. One more time off that clock.
Old gritty Tim Grunhart grabs the football. He loves games like this in the snow. Bono takes the snap, reverses under center, hands it off Marcus Allen. He's got a first down by about 3 yards. He's up to the Denver 17-yard line.
Valerio's falling on top of Marcus. Marcus trying to say, hey,
under center is Steve Bono. Grunhart will snap to it. On third down and goal to go, Marcus Allen dives over for the touchdown for Kansas City. His 100th career rushing touchdown. And in the snow, the legends of Walter Payton, John Riggins, and Jim Brown wait for him. The only 4 men in the history of the National Football League to have 100 rushing touchdowns.
They're waiting for him?
Yes, they are. They've been waiting for him for a month.
Did he keep the ball? That's what I want to know.
Give him the ball if he didn't keep
the ball. What a great player he has been. Man, that's what you
front 4. Kansas City stays with 6 defensive backs. They've been that way all day. Elway to throw. Here comes Neil Smith. Elway gets torpedoed back at the 43-yard line by Neil Smith. Another home run swing by Neil.
And look who he's beating. Roderick.
Fourth down and 8 for the Denver Broncos. Football at the Chief 23-yard line. 7:47 left to go in the game. 21-7 Kansas City. Elway takes the snap out of the shotgun set, looking right, flinging a pass to the inside. Intercepted by Carter. Carter at the 10, 15. Carter up the 20, 25, and up the left sideline. Bumped out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Dale Carter with another interception. A 41-yard interception return for Dale Carter of Kansas City. And there's a timeout on the field. 7:36 left in the game. 21-7 Chiefs. Now this in the Chiefs. Seconds left to go. They go to a knee. This game is over. This game is over. You listen to me closely.
I'm going to listen to you closely. Listen.
Most people dream of a white Christmas.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are dreaming of a white bye week at 7-1.
Hey, how about that?
All right. The Chiefs win at 21-7 in Denver. And the Chiefs go 7-1 on the season in the snow here at Mile High. The Chiefs win back-to-back against the Denver Broncos. You're listening to Chiefs football.
At the 18-yard line. And they've got the return on. Another good punt by Turk, and Vanover with the fingertip catch at the 16-yard line, breaking free. Vanover with the kicker to beat, and he finally is brought down by William Bell. One of the best returners in the National Football League, just busted one free from...
They are now, 4th down, going for it.
Richardson and Allen in the backfield with 3 tight ends. 4th down and goal. Around the Richardson block, it's a touchdown run by Marcus Allen. His 101st rushing touchdown.
That's the play we were looking for on 3rd down. I think that's the difference in Marty Schottenheimer today than probably where he coached when he... 4th down to go for.
What do you think?
Too far out for the field goal.
4th down and 7. Bono with time. The pass. They got to get to the 27. And Lake Dawson gets to the 22. They get the first down.
I think what you do then, if you're a Redskin coach, you get your team going on legs and try to kick you if they're not getting any respect.
2nd down and 7 now for Steve Bono, and he's going to the end zone. Willie Davis, touchdown. Willie Davis just caught his 5th touchdown pass. Farrat again with pretty good time to throw the ball. Now it goes down, and Derek Thomas the sack. His first of the game, the first for the Chiefs, and his 6th of the season.
A lot going on this play.
Redskins with the 7th play of the drive upcoming. First down and 15 with the motion penalty.
Blitz, first down.
What's the sack? Simeon's got the sack. His first this year.
Well, we said they've been doing this without the blitz. It's man-to-man with 2 free safeties, Kevin.
4th down and 10. Farrat runs into his own blocker. They've got to get to the 23, and in the end zone he had Shepard for the slightest of moments, and it's incomplete. And on downs, the Redskins turn it back to the Kansas City Chiefs.
And the Kansas City Chiefs fooled everybody. They showed 22-man and turned into all-dog.
Mitchell's in the backfield. 3rd down and 7 yards to go for Heath Shuler from his own 22-yard line. Rush comes on, and Shuler will be sacked. Dan Saleamua. 3rd by the Chiefs, and the first by Dan, his 5th of the year.
And you wonder why he didn't bring the ball out. You can see from up here, there is nobody open.
And easily the most depth he has had since coming to Kansas City. 3rd down and 9 for Bono. They got to get to the 31. And with Shields blocking, Kimball Anders busts it free, and Anders has got the touchdown. Career-long 40-yard touchdown run by Kimball Anders.
And it was the guards. The minute the ball was snapped, I started hollering, guards, guards, guards. Not Will Shields alone. They were bringing 2 linemen up through the hole, and he walked it all the way in.
Kimball Anders with his first 2nd down and 5, and Shuler is at his own 25. Tom and the pass, and that is picked off by Dale Carter. Shuler the interception, his 2nd of the year. And they were going for the rookie tight end, Jamie Asher. In Kansas City, the giveaway takeaway continues to be the thing. 201 yards on offense, 5 drops passes for Coach North Turner. And on 3rd downs today, Schottenheimer's defense came to play, and Turner's offense could only convert 1 of 14. 1 of 14 on 3rd downs.
And I think you got the change in the defensive scheme has helped Kansas City along with their offensive line play. But when Kansas City went to an attacking type defensive line play, that changed the feeling of this good football team.
Chiefs are guaranteed the best record in the NFL. They win it 24-3. They beat the Redskins. We're back with more right after this.
Team in tackles, 65 tackles, 4 consecutive Pro Bowls. In motion near side is Willie Davis. 3 wide receivers set. Bono sets up in the pocket quickly. Fires to an open receiver at the 30-yard line. And making the catch at the Charger 30 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Jumping up is Webster Slaughter for the Chiefs. Webster Slaughter with his lone setback. 3 receivers left for the Chiefs. One of those is Cash in a wing left. Moves in motion right. And up the middle of Marcus Allen. Gets outside. Spreads a tackler. 15-yard line. 10. Slides inside a couple Chargers. And down to the 5-yard line. Marcus Allen again is 17 yards. Sean Gale saved a Marcus Allen touchdown.
And he still runs.
Formation. Tight set for the Chiefs. Double tight ends. Cash is the wing moving back and forth. They play action fake to Marcus Allen. Rolling right is Bono. He's going to tuck the football. Sprints to the far side. Touchdown Steve Bono. His 4th rushing touchdown this season. And the Chiefs are on top 6-0.
He had a man out in the flat, but he was covered on the play. And the good block at the outside. The
punt from 10 yards deep in his own end zone. And boots the ball. The Australian kicks a deep one, taken by Vanover at the 37-yard line. Angling the left side. He's at the 50-yard line. Gets a nice block up the left sideline 40. And is forced out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Now going to say he's out at the 36 of San Diego. A deep punt isn't necessarily a bonus when Tamarick Vanover's returning.
Is he exciting or what? Yes.
Right, this will be a 47-yard try. Aguiar with the hold down. Elliott's kick is up high, spinning, deep kick. It's good. The Chiefs have the lead by 3 on the 13th field goal of the season.
Every down, because if they're not running a pattern, they're out there blocking it.
In motion, Sean Jefferson back to throw is Humphreys. He's being rushed. He is going to be eluding the sack and now goes down and is eventually sacked at the 27-yard line. Neil Smith, his 7th sack of the season. Joe Phillips was also back there.
So it backwards.
And they're going to say that it was not backwards.
It was backwards, either forwards or straight on.
Loss of down on the play. 2nd down and 10. Chiefs have wide open Marcus Allen down at the 20 anyway. It's a gain of 18 yards. That time Allen found the bubble in the middle of the Chargers defense, and Kansas City gets a first down regardless. Move the chain well on this drive. Cash lined up as a wing to the right side, comes in motion all the way to the near side boundary. Bono to throw as Blake Dawson reaching up, holds it in. He's down to the 1 yard line, trying to stretch forward. They're going to say he's down at the 1. Blake Dawson arguing, saying it was into the end zone, but instead it's first down, goal to go. Kansas City, gain of 19. The Chiefs are in business now.
Now, there are some receivers, they say, get alligator arms in a situation like that, where they don't want to stretch out. Blake Dawson knew he was going to get nailed down there, but he went up and made that tough catch. I go back to when Hasty got hurt, that the receiver for the Chargers should have come up with the ball, but he saw two defensive backs around him. And
Cash in motion, wheeling around behind Steve Bono. Second down, goal to go. Handoff Allen. Big hole right side, touchdown. Marcus Allen with the touchdown. 102 and counting for the Hall of Famer.
Steve Bono got tripped up in somebody's feet down there, either the center or an offensive guard. Almost did not get
hurt against the Dolphins. He wasn't used to it. Third down and 6 for the Chargers at their own 45. 19-7 Chiefs. 3:45 left to go, third quarter. Humphreys goes down in a sea of red, gold, and white. Neil Smith, here comes the home run swing. He, Mickle, Phillips, and Thomas, all four Chief front men.
I would consider this 4-down territory for the Chargers.
Spread offense, 3 wide receivers. Papunu tied in left. Here comes the blitz. Down goes Humphreys at the 47-yard line. Anthony Davis firing through, sacking Humphreys.
This guy, I'm telling you.
And on 4th down and 10, Humphreys looks over the middle, throwing to the near side. Flag is thrown. The pass is incomplete. The Chiefs hold on downs, and you can shut the file on this one. Isaac Davis was holding on the play. The Chiefs will decline and take over on downs. Big bull rush by Dan Saliamua. Sides of the ball. Back to throw is Humphreys. Sets up, throws downfield, finds on a deep curl route. He finds Tony Martin. That's going to be the game. Tackled by Dale Carter. This game is over. The Chiefs are 5-0 in the division. They are 9-1 on the season. And get this, at 4:15 Pacific Standard Time on November 12th, 1995, the Chiefs have the best record in the National Football League and the best record since the World Championship season.
Chandler with time, tipped and picked off, intercepted by Anthony Davis. Malcolm Sebron couldn't hold on to it. Chandler with time, intercepted. Picked off by William White. A return of 30 and a bad throw by Chandler. You know, Mike, it was a bad throw, but the reason it was a bad throw was because someone was hanging on to his feet and he couldn't step properly to play the game pretty early. No matter what happens after. 3rd and goal. Bono on the roll. Touchdown. Webster Slaughter with a catch in the end zone. I'll tell you, you can't ask Chris Dixon to do much more. Bono had a lot of time. Great job by the offensive line of the Kansas City Chiefs. 35, Marion Butts. There's Thomas behind him. Thomas. It'll be close. I don't think so, Mike. I don't think he got it. No, I don't think so. That's a nice job by the left side of the Kansas City defense. Nope. Don't even need to measure it. But I still like... Underneath, tipped and intercepted. Oh, what a play by Saliamua. Tipped by Derek Thomas and caught by Joe Phillips, number 75. Vanover's hip pocket.
With great coverage. Lynn Elliott has hit a 47-yarder. This one has been 21.
And it makes it 13-6. A little breathing room for the Chiefs. 8:15 to go in the game. This thing anywhere, he's got to make sure only his people can get it.
Draw play to McNair.
Got room to run. Fumble the football. Picked up by Mark Collins. Touchdown. Last play of the game, barring a penalty. Chandler throws short and off the hands of Thomas, incomplete. It's over. The Chiefs, with a huge defensive play, have gone to 10-1 and beaten the Houston Oilers. Our final score, Kansas City 20, Houston 13. Coming up next.
From Texas A&M, who played well at Dallas. 2nd and 10. Draw to Allen. Finds a hole. 50, 45, 40. Chased by Lewis, and Albert Lewis gets him down at the 20-yard line. Marcus Allen with his longest run of the season, 38 yards.
Marcus Allen does an excellent job right there. We saw an example of the Raiders.
3rd and 2. Gannon on a quarterback keep. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marcus Allen, you always look for Allen if you're a defender on 3rd and 4th and short, and they faked to Allen and Gannon, much like Steve Bono. Remember? Bono on the toss back by Allen, and Bono throws down the middle complete. Samaric Vanover inside the 30, and there's a new wrinkle for the Chiefs as they find Vanover, and they knew, and we knew that they're going to put in some special plays for this man. They've got to utilize. 2nd down. Kimball Andrews, great fake, and Andrews has a touchdown. Wow. It's as if the Raider defense didn't know he had the ball.
Well, the guy that came up to tackle him on the outside, I don't know if that was Mike Jones or not, but somebody came up on the outside, knew he had the ball because he ran right over him.
23-yard touchdown for Kimball Andrews, his 2nd rushing score of the year. Breaking tackles. Allen looking for the end zone. Brought down at the 1-yard line. Terry McDaniel saved a touchdown, and for Marcus Allen, that touchdown would have been his 100.
Marcus Allen over the top.
Touchdown, 103 for Marcus Allen.
Boy, I should be a coach. You know that?
Yeah.
I could call those plays. Who else are you going to give it to?
Oh, boy, was that some company in the 3rd spot? Walter Dick.
Oh, they can still do it.
Elvins fumbles as he's sacked, picked up by Keith Traylor, and Traylor tackled at the 31-yard line. Neil Smith with a sack and the forced fumble, and another flag is down.
I was going to say, guess what, Nick? There's a little yellow guy down there. Neil Smith, you talk about heading for the quarterback and just
again today. 2nd and 13. By Booker this time. It's roll fumble, and Kansas City recovers.
Paul, that's the alarm clock I'm talking about. You've just got to know. You really do as a quarterback. Once you stand back.
Played by big adults, but there's a lot of kid in every one of them. Evans throws, intercepted. This could go for a touchdown. Brian Washington, one man to beat. Harvey Williams coming from across the field, and Williams won't catch him. Touchdown, Kansas City. 75 yards, Brian Washington. And then 7, that's 4 turnovers today to match the 4 on Monday night.
Well, we talk about the defensive line and the linebackers and what they've meant to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Ivashaw, technical director Mitch Geller. Production technical managers Tim DeKime, Rich Asensio, and Steve McEwen. Production associate Bill Herbstman. Alexandria Wilson was our stage manager. The NFL on NBC studio shows were produced by Ricky Diamond and directed by John Gilmartin. And thanks to everyone else associated with today's telecast. We'll be back in Oakland. The Chiefs have won the AFC.
Glenn Milburn, 2nd down and 1. They give him 9 yards on the pickup. 3 wide receivers set. 1 back sweep play left side. Milburn slips the tackle, gets across the 35 to the 36. Now they're going to say Milburn fumbled the football. The Chiefs say they haven't. They do. Kansas City jumps on a Glenn Milburn fumble at the 35-yard line of Denver. Neil Smith forced the hit, and also Cash and Walker both in. And dual tight ends, they both line up on the left side. As Cash is a wing. Rolling to the right side is Bono, gripping the football. Running to the right, goes to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City on the near corner of the end zone. Webster Slaughter, his 4th touchdown catch of the year, number 42 in his brilliant 10-year career.
A rollout to the right, flooding that right side on 1st down. On 1st down, they're coming.
Signed with this team about 3 weeks ago. Bono on 3rd down and 7. Wants to throw. Sets up in the pocket. Throws over the middle. And catching the pass in traffic. Danon Hughes. And moves upfield. Getting those shoulder pads turned up to the 40-yard line. Again, a 17. 1st down Chiefs. Red and gold bubble in the field. And a big catch by Danon Hughes. Split in left. Flanker right. Also a wing that way. That's Anders. Bono, quick pass. Looking for Webster. Slaughter makes the low catch on his knees at the Denver 44-yard line. Randy Hilliard makes the tackle. They went after the spot vacated by the injured Lionel Wash. Split backs behind Bono. Anders in motion to the left flat. Bono takes the snap, fakes a handoff, bootleg play to the right side. Bono, touchdown Kansas City. Steve Bono, his 5th rushing touchdown of the season. That's a new Kansas City Chief record.
And I'll tell you what is so beautiful about that, number 27 Atwater, the guy that knocked his own man out of the game. He had no clue what was going on. He was looking to the inside, and Bono just ran right up his block.
For the Denver Broncos, Aaron Cray with a lone setback. Elway to throw, looking right, being chased. He's hit, the ball flies free. The ball's free, and Vaughn Booker's got it. Rolls inside the 10, spins off a man. Touchdown, 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 Kansas City. Vaughn Booker. The defense does it again for the Kansas City Chiefs, forcing a turnover, getting a touchdown.
Did you notice what he did first is make sure he got the fumble recovery? And then when he was able to get up and run, he even put on a couple of moves down there on those people. He was not going to be denied getting into the end zone.
Vaughn Booker may be returning kicks next week. What a play. And a guy that's waited his turn to play in this league. 27 years old, only his 2nd year in the league. And I see that big giant broom coming sweeping
and you're
out
on
of the sky. I am, in fact. They go to a knee and listen to me closely. For the
listen,
first,
I'm closely here.
Listen to this.
Closely.
For the first time since 1980, the Arrowhead broom is out sweeping away the Broncos. As the Chiefs say bye-bye to the Broncos, they keep one of the byes for themselves for the
13-yard penalty, 1st down at the 37. Flags fly. Bono throws wide open as Allen. It's at the 20-yard line. Takes a hit from Jason Belser. It appeared that one of the Colts leaned offside. It's 20. This is the most serious threat of the opening quarter, down to the final seconds. Bono looking for 6. End zone touchdown, Nate Dawson.
Yeah. He finally wore me down.
2nd down and 7 at the 42. Bono, deep down the middle to Dawson. At the 20, at the 18. Tackled by Buchanan. Now the Chiefs hustle and send it into possible overtime.